Hello, guys. Welcome back. Merry Christmas. We had a really wonderful day. We went up, and as soon as we're going up, I thought, oh dear, because the sun showed up. And he was real friendly when he first got out of the car, and I really didn't recognize him because he was friendly. Then he settled back into grumpy, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know you. They enjoyed their gifts. I got her a little angel, like I have the dancing one, and ours doesn't work, but that's okay. Hermes is still pleased. Um, and a little cross that my friend gave me, some candy for the gentleman, and a lighter for him to take out in the field. I was actually curious to see what it did, so I bought one. And then I'm like, oh, okay, he can have that for Christmas. And they gave me a clock. And this time of year we have a lot of the ancestors and spirits joining us. And what I dang camera. What I usually do is if I'm feeling bored or I'm feeling upset, my mother was always of the mind that you tap into whatever is native to where you are. Now I know a lot of people don't hold to that, but I played some Native American healing songs that strangely had popped up, and I had had a good, wonderful day. I ate 2 plates of food like I was famished. Um, drank a couple pops, had some coffee, had some cookies after. Had 2 cups of coffee, went, came home, ended up eating just now, ate some ham and bun. It was so good. I was so happy. And telling, Lord Freyr, look, ham, ham. But I noticed this delightful coconut smell in her house, and I said, your coconut, it smells lovely. She's like, I don't have coconut. I said, well, your coconut lotion or whatever you're wearing, it smells really good. I don't have it on. Huh. I smell coconut. And I was hearing this cuckoo, cuckoo sound like they were at the range. But it was like only one shot and then like 5 minutes and then like another shot. I'm like, what am I hearing? Whatever. Came home, heard a crow. And I have been praying recently to let go of certain stress and worries, and the gods have been working with me. And I came home and I was like, well, I'm feeling pretty good and I am really happy, but let's play, some First Nation stuff came up, some healing music came up. And I figured let's play some stuff, and I've been playing some Lakota stuff. And I started getting this really strong smell of cherry tobacco in my house. I mean, I can smell it now. It smells like you walked into a smoke shop. That's strong. It really, really, really strong. And I'm like, okay, either one of my ancestors or a spirit, house spirit smokes a pipe or something, or because it smells like premium cherry tobacco. And the only tobacco shop I ever really went to had Native American, First Nations, everything. I'm like, Cousin Coyote's here. And Cousin Coyote had heard the music, and Cousin Coyote came. And we lit some sage, and he's like having me do it just so, which I appreciate. And I said, well, where are all the relations at? They're all welcome. So I think this is the most interesting Christmas ever. I think everyone has come in, because I was like, it's kind of strange that all these animals lately are getting my attention. I love animals, but I haven't loved them this much in a long, long time. And all these animals have been capturing my attention like manatee. And of course, Fox is always up front. And I looked at Fox recently and I said, are you Fox the Totem or are you Fox First Nations Fox? Wouldn't you like to know? And Wolf has come. And I've looked at Fox and Wolf and I said, are you the 2 brothers that have lived here for thousands of years or are you totems? Oh, you're so delightful. So they're not telling me. So I know Fox is my totem, but whether I've been dealing with Fox the Totem or Fox the First Nations trickster spirit, people are being lectured now to not call any of the trickster spirits or any of the spirits at all gods, so we're not supposed to call Coyote or Fox or Wolf a god, but what have you. And they've been good friends, and they've come in, and Bear will come in sometimes, and Eagle was getting my attention. I'm like, you're all excited, and then I'm like, yeah, the relations all come home on the holiday. I'm not gonna cry, I swear. So all my relations are home for the holiday. And it's like, I'm thinking, how many other houses have Norse spirits and Greek gods and all these house spirits running around? Because I saw something running around the church, and I was like, they have house spirits in this church. I wonder if they know. But I was going to tell them. I'm like, what is that up on the ceiling? Oh, okay. Um, and I sense that there's this good, welcoming presence in her house too. Because, as I've gone along my journey, it doesn't make any sense that as we came in, we displaced everything. Maybe our ancestors brought a lot with them. But, spirits is kind of like the question, to be silly, of how many angels can dance on the head of a pin. Do not ask another actual angel that. They don't find it funny, even if they know you really well. They do not find that funny at all. Anyhow, and the answer will be as many as they want to. They're angels, but it's one of those supposedly deep questions I think people would just ask to be a jerk. So all of our relations are home, and I was thinking, I wonder how many other homes are like that. And I thought, every home in every place on the planet could be like that. Just because they're First Nation spirits doesn't mean they don't travel all around the world and go see other relations. And just because a spirit is from somewhere else doesn't mean they don't come here. What the hell's Loki doing in America? How did the Mary Lloyd get here? I think they can just travel wherever they want. It's not a big thing to them. At one time, people might have thought, oh, the spirits are bound to the land. They can live in the land and really enjoy it. I think they can, but I think they can also move and go wherever they want. It's a lot probably easier for them to travel than it is for us. I mean, how did I get a Nori? I didn't even go looking for a Nori. A Nori found me. And so, yeah, I'm really smelling that tobacco, and I'm like, I'm gonna start going with this, because this is a new sense I've picked up, and this is like really strong, and this is like, we are here, we will protect you. You've been worried, we have come, we will protect you, tiny, tiny relative. And I love Wolf. I love Wolf to death, and I love Fox to death, and I love Bear. Bear grumbles, but I love Bear, and I love Eagle. And I usually don't talk to them because I know people start to scream cultural appropriation, and it's like, I have an open door policy. If they come to me, and that's not me being proud, but if they come to me as I'm researching them or I keep noticing them, then I'll happily interact. I won't chase them because I think that's rude, but I'll happily interact with them. I was talking to the land spirits today, and I was saying, I'm so sorry, that all your trees were cut down, and the sneaky behind me cut down all the trees behind me, guys. There are no trees left. And I said, for one, the swamp may take over now, and everything's thrown out of whack because they didn't replant, so far as I know. And even if they did, it takes decades for a forest to grow. Hello? And I don't know if they plan to put housing down there or what they're doing it for, but they clear cut everything. And so I made an apology, and I had put out some food as an offering, some like the sweet milk rice we make, and I had put some other stuff out too. And I said, I'm so sorry. I said, I'm really sorry that he did this, but I can't control my neighbor. He just clear cuts everything. So I think they're coming to say, we appreciate it. We know you didn't do this, because where are the tiny little foxes and buns and robins and crows going to live? There's no forest left. There's a little where he can't get to it, where I think he knows the cops would just magically show up, but there's not much. Anything he thinks on my land is safe. That's the only reason it's safe, because he thinks it's my land. So, but remember, he snuck on my land that one time and cut that good tree down, but thank to the gods, the tree grew. Because a thing I don't know if all pagans know it, but in a lot of pagan belief systems, it's believed that the spirits of the tree will literally protect the property that they're on. So, like, if you have a lot of trees around your house, you have all these spirits that actually love you and want to protect you. They don't want to hurt you. Trees aren't out to mess your house up or do anything else to you. What's the tree gonna do? Eat you? We used to have a beautiful tree out here. She was either a Toby or an elm, because we have another Toby down there. And I used to she used to be my best friend when I was a little girl, and I used to go out and I used to talk to her and give her hugs, and she gave the best tree hugs back. And I used to talk to Big Mama, and I cried my eyes out when Big Mama had to go because I knew her for decades. And I swear and will swear to my dying day, guys, that somebody came through and did something to my trees because they all mysteriously started to sicken and die after my parents left. I don't know if they were that connected to my parents that they grieved and they died, but it seemed way too fast. I don't know if the equipment coming through as they were putting sewage in compacted the soil and killed all the roots or what happened, but it was like my trees all died at once, like all the trees. But new recruits have come, and I won't let them touch the new recruits. And they're like, well, trees are bad. Trees hurt your house. I don't even know where to begin. Trees are the only reason we can survive besides the sea. If we had no sea and no trees, we'd be screwed. But overall, it's been very blessed, and I am smelling that tobacco big time. At first, I thought maybe I was just smelling old sage, but I know what sage smells like. This is beautiful rose tobacco, like a really high quality blend you would get in a smoke shop. And I suppose you could say it came from anywhere, but the funny thing is that gasoline smell I was smelling is completely gone. That gasoline kerosene smell, and I thought maybe somebody was burning it, and my friend thought maybe it was coming up from the sewer, but now it's replaced, and there's this beautiful, beautiful tobacco smell, and the house just feels blessed and it feels settled. So I think all the spirits were like, hey, our relation went to church. Oh my God, first time in decades, and you honored your ancestors. Good for you, because the coins were silver, so I honored not like expensive silver, but silver coins. So I honored my ancestors with coins, and they had the eagles and the heads on them and everything, so it's pretty cool. We've really enjoyed ourselves, and the holidays aren't over yet, guys. You can keep on going to past the new year. You can keep on going every day if you wanted. Did I show you the clock she gave me? She gave me a clock. She gave me a clock with yeah, I showed you because then I was fussing over the camera. I think I showed you, but it has a snowman on it, and then I was fussing over the camera because cousin Coyote had come and he was looking at it. And he says, what is a? I says, snowman. He knows what a snowman is. And he's looking at it and goes, you white people like to make white things. Ha 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 ha. And then he's smiling because he's Coyote and he will make his mischief. Coyote's one of my best friends. I love him. He loves his stories. He loves to have me tell him Coyote stories, even though he knows them all. I think this one story is Navajo about coyotes. Settle down for a story. It won't take long. Coyote's out in the desert. He's trotting around being Coyote, and he sees these beautiful, beautiful blankets, the most beautiful blankets in the world, guys. All these rainbow of colors in them, and they were made so well, and they were the most beautiful blankets Coyote ever saw. And Coyote being Coyote, he says, those are the blankets for me. So he went and he stole all these blankets off all these rocks because he figured, haha, someone put them on these rocks and forgot about them. So Coyote steals all these blankets. And Coyote hears rumble, 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 rumble. Coyote's looking around like, yeah. And these boulders are chasing him. And Coyote's running and he's screaming, and there's these boulders chasing him, and they're chasing him up hills and down hills and into canyons and across rivers. And Coyote is screaming for help. These stupid boulders are chasing me, and I'm Coyote. I never do anything wrong. Somebody help me. And a little sparrow hears him. And she says, well, those blankets belong to those boulders. They want their blankets back. You give them the blankets, they'll leave you alone. Never! I stole these blankets fair and square. And Coyote's running, and they're getting closer and closer and starting to touch the tip of his tail. And Coyote is screeching. And finally, Coyote goes, I didn't want your stupid blankets anyways. And he throws her blankets at them, and he runs away. And they're still angry because he didn't give them back politely, so they're still chasing him. And Coyote's like, you stupid rocks! And Coyote manages to escape and run away. And Coyote didn't learn a damn thing. And Coyote's still thinking about those blankets. And Coyote's like, that sounds about right. Coyote's a little mischief maker. He will come in and see what he can get, but he can be very strong and very protective spirit. Again, whether it's a totem or a spirit guide spirit you're working with, or Coyote himself, very strong, very protective, will come and see you, like all the relations. It was good to see them today. And Wolf just shakes his head, and Fox just shakes his head. And nobody else seems to know what Coyote's on about except for Coyote, and I don't think Coyote knows, but it was good. We had a Coyote Christmas. That's what we had. Coyote Christmas. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.